Hey gang, it's Rob. If you've ever been to the channel before, welcome back. If you've never been, good to meet you. I'm Rob. I would appreciate it if you like and subscribe to this video. So, I'm just in here watching one of my favorite channels, CNBC. I know a lot of people like to watch, or a lot of men like to watch Sports Center and literally have that shit on all day. So they watch the highlights, then they watch the highlights of the highlights, then they watch Stephen A. Smith give his goddamn predictions and how he feel about stuff, and then watch Shannon Sharp and watch Skip Bayless and watch this guy and watch this guy, which is all cool, but it's all entertainment, right? According to my analytics on this channel and my other channels, most of the people that watch this is in their 30s or early 40s, which means that you got to really hunker down and pay attention to what the hell you're doing, right? You need to be focusing more on education as opposed to entertainment. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about the stock market. First thing, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a fiduciary. I'm not any of those things. I'm just a guy that invests in the stock market and has seen the stock market give me some pretty good returns, right? A lot of people don't know where to start. A lot of people don't know, how do I invest in the stock market? How do I even start this shit? It's real simple, right? You can choose a different brokerage, right? And a brokerage is pretty much like a middleman between you and the stock market. You can use Robinhood. You can use, what's the name of the other one? Robinhood, Acorns, and all these different stock platforms, I guess you would call them, will allow you to buy into different stocks. Now you can buy into these stocks separately, right? So you can buy Apple, or you can buy Facebook, or you can buy Netflix, or you can buy whatever you want to buy, right? Or you can actually invest into different stock markets, right? Or different sections of the stock market, and it'll pretty much have you investing into all of those stock markets. So you can invest into the S&P 500 or invest into NASDAQ, right? And depending on which one of those that you actually invest into, it would depend on if you were investing into financial companies, tech companies, so on and so forth. But the easiest way, and what I do, right? Of course, I watch CNBC. Of course, I look at different things. Of course, I research. Of course, I look and read different articles. But what I found is the easiest thing is to do something called dollar cost averaging, which is pretty much a real complex way of saying pick some stocks and buy them same stocks every fucking month. Because a lot of times CNBC, or once an article is written, once the public knows about it, it's pretty much over with, right? You probably are a little bit too late. Just like Bitcoin and stuff like that, I'm not saying it's too late, but if you would have bought a lot earlier, you would have seen a lot more money, right? So if it's a fucking stock that everybody's talking about, that's probably not the stock that you want to buy. And another quick little tip is when things are dipping, right? When things are going down, when the stock is going down, that's when you want to buy. You don't want to buy it at its highest point, because the stock market, if you look at it, has an upward trajectory, right? But if you go a little bit deeper, right? So if you just go over time, it has an upward trajectory. But if you go yearly and monthly, it's going to be a roller coaster, right? So if you can deal with that roller coaster, it's cool. And I can deal with that roller coaster because most of the things that I have, I'm either not planning on selling them ever, or at least not selling them for about 10 or 15 years. So the easiest way to answer the damn question of this video is to pick some stocks and buy those stocks every month, no matter what. That's literally what I've done, and I have not seen anything bad. Now, the stocks that you pick have to be stocks that make sense, right? So one things a lot of people do is just investing into shit that they use all the time, right? So if you like Nikes, if you wear Nikes, invest into Nike. Or companies that's been around for a long time and aren't going anywhere. You know, American Express, so on and so forth. So some of the companies that I invest in Facebook. I buy some of that every month. Well, not every month, because I got about 15 stocks in my portfolio. But some of my mainstays are Apple, Facebook, Microsoft, a lot of tech companies. I want to get some Amazon and some Google, but it's just hard because those are like shit, thousands of dollars per stock, and I'm just not quite there. I can pay for it, but it's just, I should just buy the shit. But anyway, and that's what's done really good for me. So I pick a stock and I buy a stock every month. I buy something out of my portfolio um, every month. And portfolio, just in case you don't know, is just pretty much every company that you bought into. Then breaking down a little bit further, that's all the stock market is. If you buy a stock, you're buying a small percentage of that company. So it's probably like 0.0005%, but every time that company makes money, you will make money too. So, not to go off on any more tangents, if you want to fucking get into the stock market, the easiest way is to find a brokerage, find a platform you can actually buy the stocks from, and then pick some stocks, some good stocks. And like I said, the way to know that is either companies that's been around for a long time, or pretty much any of the FANG companies, any of the tech companies, Netflix, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Apple. Those companies are going to go and they're going to be around for a long time. Facebook, things like that, right? So hopefully this video helped you. I actually literally just bought some Apple stock before I fucking recorded this video. And because Apple is supposed to have, what is it called? Apple, they have some event today because every year they have an event when they want to show new shit. They're supposed to be coming out with new MacBooks and stuff like that. That's another thing about the stock market. Be careful with these different types of things because the stock market can be affected by speculation, right? Let's say that the word was Facebook is going out of business, or Facebook is going to start charging $10 a month and it's going to lose a lot of fucking customers. That would make the stock go down if a lot of people believed in it. But it's all speculation. And when it went down, you should buy it, like I just told you, because it's going to go back up when you find out, oh no, they're not doing that, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, hopefully this helps you. Make sure that you watch my last video. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.